he knew better. So then
He's a dumbass.
so I'm gonna pause right here. So then I grew older, and I still gravitated to martial arts. And then when I got older, I was like, I can afford to take my own class, so I'm gonna go learn. So
There you go. I like this. Exactly why we didn't put you in martial arts, boy.
So actually, my first real, the first time I really learned martial arts was when I was shipped to boarding school. We're not going to talk about that really fast.
Wow.
but-
Oh, by the way, we can avoid a topic if you want to. We will respect you and not pry anymore.
I don't
so
care.
Boarding school, how long were you there?
1 year.
And then got kicked out.
I'm going to tell you where, but it was a very peaceful place. I'll tell you that.
Oh, okay.
Did you have your own Prozac all the time, or was it Redland? Which one?
More like prison. It was prison. But I learned a lot. It was a Buddhist.
Wow.
It was a Buddhist monastery.
Damn, your folks really had you pegged.
Yeah. So then I got exposed to Tai Chi.
Oh.
So that was the first time I was actually exposed to martial arts and meditation. But as a sixth grader, I'm like, mine's this and that, and I didn't really put the pieces together, right? So then I came back, and I didn't learn the combative side of it because it was just the flow. But I learned like movement and how to balance from.
Dude, do you know how
doing
strong
forms.
Tai Chi is in combative?
I can
man.
picture it. Yeah, absolutely. If you know what you're doing.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So that was it. And then when I went back home here, like they still wouldn't teach me. So as I grew older, I was able to pay and go to my first school that I was interested in. It was learning Wing Chun.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So I learned Wing Chun. I did that for about 6 months, hardcore, like committed every single
Is that
day.
done over in Richmond?
No, there was one in the headquarters was in Berkeley. Berkeley. Very, very hard style, Wing Chun. Then after that, I took a break. Then I discovered FMA. So I did the FMA route for a few years. And then I left that. And then
Where did you start in FMA? What system?
It was mostly a mixture of different types. There was Kali, Arnis, Kumatan, JKD, boxing, and all that stuff. And it had all that put
So I'm
together.
gonna tell you right now that was fake FMA.
I mean, I respect whoever taught me.
Yeah, no,
we're
you
not,
got
we're
it.
not gonna we're not naming names. Because without the
Well,
person,
it was a stepping stone, of course.
It was a journey.
You know,
it was a journey, and that system taught me a lot as a human being. I respect everyone who was there that has taught me, all the students, all the teachers. It was a great time. It was just time for me to move on to a different chapter in my life, and that's when I found martial blade concepts. And it was hard because I was by myself. I looked in the search directory for MBC and for an instructor locator, and the closest one in California was in LA at the time. So I really had to
That's a
figure out.
commute.
I really had to figure out how to learn all this stuff. So I just devoted my time flying out, learning from Mike.
That's dedication.
Dude, it was so crazy because all of the certified instructors, no belts, just instructors. They like all over the world, from Canada, from Idaho,
We gotta
from
meet Mike.
from Oregon. Oh, you have to meet Mike. By the way, I'll talk about that later. So in Oregon, where they would just Skype me and just give me privates on how to improve my form and the logic behind everything that we do. And at the end, I was so used to like, these are privates. How much do I pay you? And they're like, no, we just want you to be better. And I was like,
Wow.
what?
Sweet.
And these were all the people that Mike attracted into the system. Just really good, solid people, and their background is crazy. But you would look at them and you would think they weren't even dangerous, but they were killers.
Oh yeah, that unassuming guy.
Yeah,
we know
oh,
those guys a
man.
lot.
The gray man, that's what I
Yeah,
call them,
yeah.
and women, yeah. So
Great people.
Yeah, great, just good people. And I was like, man, if this system attracts that many good, solid people, no ego, and just willing to help other people with different, and everyone had like different races, like, all over the world, you know. And we all come together every September at Colorado to just be together and train as a family, and it's awesome. You know?
Did you ever wonder, why the hell am I here?
What do you mean?
All these people with all these different backgrounds that you don't share, and now you're a part of them.
That's a good question.
No, because I have that question every once in a while. I'm like, okay,
How do you
I
get
kind of
it,
know,
yeah.
because we talk to different people, and some of them have incredible backgrounds and just resumes, and I'm just like, why? What am I doing here?
Great question. Here's the answer.
Huh.
So the martial blade concept system, it's been around for like since 2000. There was DVDs and stuff, and during the FMA times, I had a buddy named Alex who had the DVDs, and we would just mess around and play with it because it was good information. And it was super old, but hey, man, I'll gravitate towards it. Then earlier you saw a picture with me with Doug Marqueta and Fred Mastro.
Yeah.
So we went down there, and then I met my senpai, Adam Boyce, who is a certified instructor with martial blade concepts, and he is kind of like doing big things. Like he's teaching seminars by himself, and he's just a really great, solid individual.
Wow.
And he was at that event,
Uh-huh.
and then like I was telling him like, hey dude, like you're NBC. He's like, yeah. I'm actually going to go to camp and like test to become an instructor. That's how long I've known him. And I was like, dude, I want to learn this, but no one's here. No
Right.
one's here at all in California. I can't learn off these DVDs. I need some instruction. And Adam, who didn't know me, was like, hey, give me your number, give me your information. I'm going to hit you up with an email. I'm going to give you some Zoom lessons, and we're just going to work this out. And he has a family and all that, so he found time after his work to do Zoom sessions with me and teach me all this so I can understand the foundation and grow on my own.
Damn.
And I basically taught the whole system with me and my buddy Alex, and we just learned everything. And then every time I met up with Mike, he would just fine tune me.
Right.
And eventually I just taught myself, and I still learn every day because I keep in contact with all these guys. And the system's always evolving. Everything is always evolving.
It should.
And it should.
Exactly.
As it should.
Exactly. So it was just, I'm surrounded by these great people.
Wow.
Who's willing to take time out of the day to just make me better for no apparent reason. And because of my success with martial blade concepts, I owe it to Adam Boyce and a bunch of other instructors
Right, to get as good as you can, yeah.
who helped me get to this level, and I always will thank them.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it's been quite the journey, and especially when you go on it solo.
Right.
It's more rewarding,
Yeah. No, I get it. It's
So how long have you been in to the martial arts as far as this NBU?
NBC, Martial Blade
Yeah,
Concepts.
yeah.
I've been pretty much full time when I'm not working. 3 years.
And you're teaching now.
I am teaching Martial Blade
Are you,
Concepts. Yes.
are
Yes.
you teaching that class?
so
Yes.
you're a certified instructor at this point.
I am a certified instructor. I became a certified instructor.
Where do you
last
teach
September. So I teach at Full Grip Barbell, which is not too far from here.
Oh, we know those guys.
Yeah.
Oh wait, really?
John.
Oh, absolutely. JP, those are my
JP,
boys.
Oh,
That's why he knows how to
up the
smash.
street.
Yeah. So, Adam actually came out to Full Grip, and we did a sold-out seminar. We 60 people at Full Grip 2 years ago, right before COVID hit.
Oh
remember
yeah, we
Yeah.
were invited, but we didn't know.
Oh man,
We didn't know about you guys.
Well, I'm friendly, I promise.
Yeah. No.
Oh no, you're showing up for sure.
Now I wish I would have gone.
Yeah.
No, but, and then when there's not seminars going on, usually on Saturdays, when the schedule lines up, I teach at Full Grip on Saturdays.
Oh, that's awesome.
Um,
We
and the-
teach here on Saturdays. We're changing our time. I think maybe 11:30.
11:30.
Oh, nice.
You got to come play with us sometimes. It
Nice.
sounds like we have a lot.
Shit,
a
or we
lot
go
of-
play with him. It's up
Yeah.
the street.
And
And
I,
I work next door.
right next door. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you live in the city, in San Francisco, I have it's a private facility. I call it Tough Headquarters. So that's my thing. Train until forever.
Oh, okay.
And that's just a little side thing that helps me be better in martial blade concept. It's the mindset and lifestyle
Right,
of
right.
training until forever, right?
Well, we should be. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, you know who Master Harry Green is, right?
Master Harry Green, can you enlighten me?
He's an ex Green Beret,
Vietnam vet.
82 years old,
Oh wow,
and he still teaches.
Strong as
blade.
hell.
Yeah, he does
awesome.
Serrata, but he uses the blade system,
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
and he has this thing that he calls a 2.5,
2.5.
and that's how long it takes him to kill you. 2.5. Seriously, you should check it out. He's on College Conversation. His title is "Call Me Harry."
Yeah.
Interesting.
Harry
Yeah.
Green, dude, the guy's incredible. We had our 25th episode, right? We had a bunch of these martial arts guys, all black belt instructors,
Or
Harry-
higher.
or higher. And Harry Green comes out, and
Of course, he gets the knife situation.
I shit you not. He was our uki for everybody.
Oh man.
So I got
he was
beat up
getting
10
by
times.
everybody. Yeah. So
Strong man.
So for his scenario, Nahin has a knife to his throat.
Okay.
And of course, shortly after, Naeem's on the ground getting his nuts hit by this old 81-year-old man. It was incredible.
Because he made eye contact first. He wanted to make sure you see me.
Yeah.
So
I had a
violent.
cup on. I had a
so
cup on.
violent.
But it was awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
but like I said, these people, like you said, talk about unassuming.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's a Auntie Denise, who was Denise Gonzalez. She's a 7th degree judo.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then small circle jujitsu,
Yeah.
and she
long
she
journey.
has a big
Even
resume.
for her, it was even longer because she
Right.
was a woman.
She
back
wasn't
then.
even giving the recognition.
Like
she,
small circle Wally J.
Yeah, Wally.
She trained under Wally J.
Wally J.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
She left a dent in his basement
Yeah,
heater.
yeah, the heater.
That's
Because they used to
awesome.
train out of his basement.
yeah.
And, but she had made a comment about Bruce Lee. He goes, he goes, I didn't like him. He was too
arrogant.
cocky. Yeah, Auntie Denise.
Auntie, we love you. But wonderful. But she said, and I'll never forget it. She said that's your job as a martial artist, to be humble and
Absolutely.
unassuming.
Absolutely. And sometimes you need that ego checked.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
All the time.
I had to do that with him.
Oh. Ooh.
It was like 4 years in.
Yeah, I had to slap him and knock him out.
Been with him for 7.5 years now.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Damn.
Always the student mentality.
Yeah.
And, you
Even
know,
at my level, yeah, I'm always.
even some. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I say that, and I'll think like, oh man, I'm stuck. I don't know how I can improve, and I just train with someone higher than me, and it's just like, oh wow, I have so much more to learn, and I love being humble, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
You know, and I'm curious as to why you would say somebody higher than you.
Sorry, wrong word. Those are old vocabulary.
Yeah,
someone
right.
more experienced than me.
No, but even experience, right? I mean, like for me, right? My brother taught me what I know,
Okay.
but
Which
I
isn't
took
much.
But I took all of his teachings,
Okay.
and I'm still bumping it up and leveling up every
Correct.
chance I get.
Correct.
Not because of what he has shown me, but because of what I see as a natural direction that whatever you learn has to go to. What we call progression.
But that's the level that you're at that allowed you to take that next step. I'm still climbing that ladder to get to that concept. So when I get there, I'll be able to explore it.
No, because from what I'm seeing of you and what I'm hearing, you're already at that, but you're holding yourself back. That's why I'm trying to tell you this. You don't need to. You have a lot under you. You have Wing Chun, Tai Chi, all this other stuff.
This is your intervention,
Yeah.
Mr. Lee.
Yes, Mr. Lee. Right? God damn it. Stop holding yourself back, God damn it.
Adam, help.
But no, I shit you not, because here's the thing, right? With all that you know, you can, if you focus and think about what it is that you're doing and how you want it to go, you can actually grow on your own now. And I'm sure you kind of realize this.
No, I do, but just like being at the level of like the people who've done it longer, the people who've
Dude, I
trained
bet
longer.
you Mike is still teaching himself how to do it.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, so why are you not there yet? God damn it.
Because I'm. If he's okay,
I'm
if,
gonna
he-
kick you.
if he's up here, right?
Yeah.
I'm still climbing that ladder, so I'm only understanding concepts
and I-
at this level.
That's the issue.
I'm understanding.
But I'll tell
concept
you
at this
this, I
level.
bet you Mike says he's still down here too.
Oh damn! Is that true, Mike?
Because that's where I am.
Yeah.
Because that's where I am.
But see, this is I think the fault in that particular mentality, and nothing
no,
good,
yeah.
bad.
Absolutely.
But if this is his ladder, why are you using his ladder?
That's you know what? That's a good question.
Why don't you have your own?
Yeah.
You know what? That's not the first time someone's told me, and it's something that I'm still working on. You know, it's something I'm always working on. It's not to
But that's just it, though. You have enough in you,
Yeah.
yeah.
and you seem very intelligent.
No, you're incredibly intelligent. You're not from
These
over
guys
here.
don't know.
We're trying to make you look good. Shut up.
Yeah.
Accept it. But
You
but
sound intelligent.
because when you and I were talking earlier, I could tell this wasn't Mike that was talking when we were having our conversations about stuff.
Okay.
You know, I mean, sure, he has a lot to do with what you know, but just like when I tell him when I make him teach stuff, I teach him a certain thing, but when I see him turn around and teach it to somebody else, it's not the way I said it. It's not the way I
Exactly.
did it. It's not. It's just the way he then teaches it, understanding the concepts I gave him and all the ideas, but he puts it in his own way because that's how it has to be. So now he's his own instructor.
Exactly, and also everyone moves differently, and you
Right.
have to be able to figure out how that student can get that information through them, and you have to find different tactics to do that. So even
Boom, and
teaching-
that's why I'm saying you can teach yourself.
well, I know.
You're welcome.
I'm
$20.
I know. I'm just.
And there, I have proof that I just taught you
I've always had that.
Giving you the Asian discount, goddammit.
I just want to be at the level where that's a bad thing to say.
Yeah, goddamn.
It
You're
is.
trying to convince me of something I'm trying to tell you.
I know, because
I'm just having fun watching you two go back and forth.
I love this guy.
We've had this
You and I are
conversation
going to be
many
good
times.
friends, by the way.
Yeah.
my friend. I think
I'm
we
not-
are.
Whether
I
you
just-
want to or not.
We're going to invade your space.
everyone always tells me to be like, sit down, just be happy with what you accomplish. But unfortunately, my
fuck
mindset doesn't allow that to just stay in one place, because that's why I'm always climbing. My logo tells me that.
It's okay.
And the side effect is that I have to build myself off someone's ladder versus trying to build my own ladder. And I'm always training that self-awareness to build my own ladder.
Right.
But there's no excuses.
So,
No,
so
it's
no
next
excuses.
week, Monday, I want you to come by. We're going to get you a ladder.
Yeah.
It's going to be your own ladder.
yeah.
What
God
color
damn
is
it.
We're
it
gonna
gonna
put
be?
that on. We're just gonna put it on your wall, and you're like, "There's your ladder."
What color?
I don't
What
know.
color
red.
do you want?
Pink?
Pink. Oh, we can go pink. Fuchsia.
You might get a lot of like
I'm sorry.
influencers want to take pictures in front of your pink ladder all of a sudden.
Okay, not pink, salmon.
Salmon.
Salmon. There you
works.
go. That's
Salmon
a better.
works. Yeah. You won't attract as much attention.
Especially in San Francisco area. Which is where we're from.
This is
We'll
fun.
pick it up,
man.
we'll pick it up.
I'm having so much fun right now. This
So,
is great.
what do you actually do that's not martial arts related? What do you do outside of that? I know you're a husband. I think
You
I
have
saw
any
her
kids?
dad with a shotgun behind
don't
you or
have
something.
any kids. No way. No
Her
way.
dad with a shotgun.
No kids.
No shotgun
No
wedding.
kids.
Huh? Okay, never
I
mind.
have a fur baby.
Fur
baby dog, yeah.
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah, those are super fun.
Yeah.
But my line of work, I'm in the medical field. I work
cool.
I work as a paramedic
Yeah.
in a busy 911 urban.
Oh, that's what the
setting?
picture was. I was like, I thought he was. Maybe,
I'm not going to disclose.
This is what I'm bringing up. This stuff. 'cause
boom.
That seemed interesting to me. I was like, okay, so you're
I
a
don't want to
paramedic.
disclose where.
Oh, don't worry about it.
No, they never do.
We'll be like,
Yeah, people keep like, hey, do you have any band-aids? Hey, can I get a tourniquet?
hey, does this look like a flesh wound?
I got this rash on my foot. I can't seem to get rid of it.
Oh, you can stitch a knife wound, right?
So I want to tell you guys something that's very interesting.
Okay.
And it was something that when Mike explained it to me, like all this stuff about like knife defense and all that, and how people bleed out. Like I learned this in school. I
Right.
never really applied it. So this is where it gets very interesting. Like I've probably seen every single like stab wound. I've been doing this for 10 years. So
Right.
I've seen all these
kinds,
knife
yeah.
stabs. I've seen all these
The slashes and the punctures.
and it's exactly where they're always. It's either going to be because 90% of the world's right-handed, so there are
Yeah.
always going to be these gross motor skills and repetitive
Right.
motions.
You
Yeah.
know Conrad Bowie?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was telling us about how a guy who has no knife skills is going to attack you the same way a
Exact-
7-year-old kid would.
exact-
You know,
And Conrad's
With
great,
adult
dude.
strength.
He,
Oh, yeah,
he
dude.
is
Oh, my God.
definitely the man.
dude, that guy's awesome.
Talk about unassuming dude.
Oh, that
Like
guy's-
when he came in, I
he's
was like,
awesome.
"Who's this nerd?" And
No,
then he
he's-
started
no,
talking.
dude,
I was
he's
like, "Oh my
awesome.
god,
This
I'm
guy-
scared."
He's very intelligent, good people too. And
Oh,
Pat,
yeah.
have you ever met his partner in the
Not yet.
Tactics?
Unfortunately, no,
Patrick.
no,
Patrick's
yeah.
amazing too, and I
Tiga.
met Patrick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that female lady that's with them because she sounds really. I want to get her.
Oh, Emily, I love her, dude. She's
Emily.
She's great.
Now that I
She's
know your
great.
name, Conrad, can you please invite her?
bad. I don't know
Let
what
her know.
something-
Let her know we're looking for her.
We will
No, but
find
she's
you.
awesome, dude. I've seen her
No,
with,
she's
with
ama-
a
she's
machine gun in her hand. I'm like, whoa.
She is amazing. That girl, man. So back to like the stuff that I've seen on the
Oh yeah,
ambulance,
the
right?
stab wounds and slashes in there.
So we all think
Yeah.
that once you get stabbed, the fight
It's
is
over,
over.
yeah.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
That's why. Where do you get this information from? It's
TV.
actually TV, and it was actually written by. There's something called the timetable of death. I don't know if you ever heard of that before.
No, where can I get a copy? 'Cause
Yeah,
this is
really.
If you,
Is it a medical thing? Do I have to be an EMT?
So, you ever heard of W.E. Fairburn? So he's basically like the godfather of CQB. He invented CQB, close quarter battle, right?
Right.
And he, long story short, he was back in like pre-World War II days. He was in Shanghai as a police instructing and teaching all those guys out there the tactics and stuff.
Right.
And eventually he came out with a timetable of all the major arteries in the body, listing if they were small or big, how deep below the surface of the skin it was, and once you cut it, how long it would take you to bleed to unconsciousness, and then how long it would take for you to bleed to death. And in
Wow.
that timetable of death, I'm gonna use the carotid artery, so this artery right here,
yeah.
once you cut it, it says that it would take you 5 seconds to bleed to unconsciousness.
Right.
And then dude, all the stuff that he's taught, like some police academies still use that timetable of death
Yeah.
when they're teaching people, but that's medically wrong. So how do we come up with that information? And these were just rumors, never proven, but it was Wild West in China
Yeah.
back then. So when they were hanging prisoners, they were super malnourished, cut them there
Already, so they're-
yeah, exactly. So that
Wait.
were rumors. Those were rumors.
The numbers were wrong.
The rumor was, hey, come here.
Well,
5 seconds.
Yeah,
We passed out in 5 seconds.
we don't know. Okay,
That's crazy.
so when World War II started, was about to start, he had to go back to Britain and train those guys to fight against the Germans.
Right.
And the Germans were already prepared, but Britain didn't have like soldiers. They were all volunteered
Right.
people. So it's like 1 week they were accountants, next week they gotta learn how to kill Germans. So he wrote this book. W. Fairburn wrote this book on how to do these crazy techniques, like I'll hit you with a matchbook at the side of your neck and it'll knock you unconscious, stuff like that. And eventually that book came out. It was very popular. It was called what was the name of that book? It was called I don't remember off the top of my head. I apologize for that.
That's
but-
a long title.
yeah. So sorry. So
I need my own rim shot.
So what it came down to was that he basically wrote that book to instill confidence in the troop. Like, yeah, I'll cut him in the neck, and they'll explode. And like, yeah, okay, cool. Because they weren't really trained, but you give them confidence. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, it'll work. So then bringing that into the ambulance
Stab
world,
somebody enough, yeah.
I've seen someone get cut in the carotid artery. I've seen someone get stabbed in the stomach. I've seen someone get stabbed in the back. I've seen someone get stabbed 20 times, and they're still alive.
Right.
And when it comes to knife defense or any type of self-defense, it's all about stopping power. It's stopping them immediately, no matter how intoxicated they are or mentally unstable.
Right.
You can't lie about physiology and anatomy, right? So when it comes to knife defense, we're not targeting the carotid artery. Because if I actually hit your carotid artery, think about this. If I put a straw into a 2-liter Coke bottle and it's super tight, how long is it going to take me for that to squeeze that Coke bottle out,
Right.
for it to empty out
Completely. Yeah,
right?
And you just wouldn't.
and it's only 30% blood loss before you
Yeah.
lose unconsciousness. So you think that's going to happen in 5 seconds? Absolutely not.
No.
Everything is based on your heart rate. So the faster your heart is beating, the faster the blood's going to bleed out.
Right.
But
And if you have alcohol in your to thin it out and blah blah blah.
it's
I mean, all
based on
yeah.
the stroke volume, which is
Yeah.
how much the heart beats, how much the blood pumps out of your heart every time it beats. So there are some numbers I can talk about that, but when it comes down to it, man, like a max heart rate during a fight, what would you think would say? Like maybe 170?
Probably, yeah.
170? So if I cut your carotid artery, let's just say we'll take a weight. So someone that's 188 pounds, and I cut them in the carotid artery, and their heart rate is 170 beats per minute. It would take them at least over a minute still to bleed out to unconsciousness. So, and if I cut your carotid artery, you're gonna be hella mad. You know you're gonna bleed out. So I'm gonna beat the hell out of you for a minute until
you pass out.
until you die.
Yeah,
So we both die.
So self-defense is more about like being able to separate yourself and not be able to have the attacker attack you any more than they should.